and this is exactly why DXY went down today. First things first, let's start on the daily. Market structure wise, we are bearish. As you can see, we are making lower lows and lower highs. Lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. This means we want to see price pull up into a good place to sell to potentially find our continuation to the downside. If we look in this previous leg, we have this fair value gap here and this fair value gap here. Therefore, this daily fair value gap is a great place to potentially sell from. As you can see, we filled the fair value gap but closed just inside. Therefore, that means on Tuesday and the future days, we could be looking for a continuation to the downside, targeting this low or this old weekly low down here. So, dropping down to the 4 hour, you can see we had this liquidity grab right here, which price is displacing lower from. Let's say you're trading London, you would have been around here, you could have had a really good sell-off into this 4 hour fair value gap. You may be looking at this and thinking, wow, there's a point of sabotage right here, we've got this big bullish fair value gap. However, if you remember the context of the daily market structure and the fact we're in a daily fair value gap, this is a place price could reverse. However, we are pretty likely to trade through, especially when we have something like this opening gap below. Okay, now when we zoom into the 1 hour, you can see right here is the London session, and unfortunately for people like me who trade London, there wasn't much opportunity here as far as 1 hour PD arrays. You could have still been playing off this idea, however we did consolidate. There's a pretty big chance you would have got stopped out if you took any position against the dollar. However, if you would trade New York, you could see we left this 1 hour fair value gap, which price did tap into before continuing to the downside. Okay, now you can see we've dropped down to the 15 minute. And again, you can see it was pretty choppy through London session. Price did then come down, however, this 1 hour fair value gap was smaller on the 15, didn't get tapped into, but then price did move lower, respecting this fair value gap and then continuing off into the PM session. As you can see, this wasn't the best day for price action, however, there was a clear narrative and reason for why price went lower today.